top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, Elijah Cummings, asking how the White House is safeguarding classified information while ensuring that both Jared Kushner and Michael Flynn had security clearances. Michael Flynn, when he worked at the White House, maintained that security clearance, and Jared Kushner, still at the White House, has a security clearance despite his contacts with Russian officials. Now, what Cummings is pointing to specifically is are regulations that say that any time that there are any serious questions about national security questions, any credible allegations raised about someone who has a security clearance, that those allegations need to be investigated and the security clearance should be suspended in the interim. Now, what we do know now is that Jared Kushner did have at least 4 contacts with Russian officials that he did not disclose initially on his security clearance form. And Elijah Cummings writes this on his letter. He says, "It appears that Mr. Kushner allowed his colleagues at the White House and the American people to be misled about his multiple communications with Russian officials. Mr. Kushner reportedly failed to disclose contacts with dozens of foreign officials on his security clearance application. In any case, it is unclear why Mr. Kushner continues to have access to classified information while these allegations are being investigated." And Wolf, no comment yet from the White House on these allegations. They referred questions to President Trump's personal attorney, who has declined to comment. But previously, Jared Kushner's attorney had said that he initially disclosed that security clearance form that did not have those foreign contents by mistake, done it prematurely, and they said they would amend those forms going forward to list those contacts. They said there was nothing there. They said that Mr. Kushner played that role in the campaign to reach out to foreign dignitaries. That's why he had those contacts, according to them, Wolf.
Manu, the letter also voices concern about Michael Flynn's security clearance, which wasn't suspended even after the Justice Department voiced serious concerns to the White House counsel. Explain that.
Yeah, that's right. For 18 days, Michael Flynn stayed on staff, had his security clearance form, even after the acting Attorney General, Sally Yates, warned the White House counsel, Don McGahn, on multiple occasions that Michael Flynn may have been susceptible to blackmail by the Russians. But Cummings notes this in his letter. He says, although the White House received credible allegations of obvious security concerns relating to General Flynn from the acting Attorney General, it appears the White House did not suspend his security clearance while those allegations were reviewed. Instead, it appears that the White House allowed General Flynn to continue accessing some of our nation's most highly classified secrets for weeks. And again, Wolf, no comment yet from either Flynn's attorneys or the White House on those allegations, but continuing questions about why Michael Flynn stayed on staff for 18 days, attended those classified briefings, even as those serious allegations were raised, and as he misled the Vice President of the United States allegedly by misleading him about his conversations with the Russian ambassador, Sergei Kislyak.
The letter finally makes a series of requests, Manu, for documents and information related to all of this. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. By July 5th, Elijah Cummings is asking for documents from the White House to disclose this information, any information regarding how the security clearance was given to Jared Kushner, and also why Michael Flynn maintained his security clearance information. Now, there's no subpoena because, of course, Elijah Cummings is in the minority party. He would need a Republican to support him, the Republican chairman, the new chairman, Trey Gowdy, to support him to issuing the subpoenas. And tonight, Trey Gowdy is not commenting on this letter, saying that they've received the letter, they're reviewing it, but they're not saying that they're going to agree going forward that there should be any subpoenas to get this information. So the White House may just brush this aside, Wolf.